Matt, what a game. Green Bay 14, Tampa Bay 12. What can you say about it?
It was a physical game. Our guys battled right to the final play, and just really proud of the group effort. Certainly some things we need to clean up, but I think anytime you can hold a team like that to 12 points, you got a great chance at winning the football game. And I thought it was an outstanding defensive performance, and we got to build on it because that's a really good football team.
How about Devondre Campbell's play to seal it for you? That was something else.
Yeah, no, it was tough to see from the sideline, but it was a play we definitely had repped in practice, and he played it perfectly. And it wasn't just him; it was all 11. And what I loved about it most is, they just score a touchdown, and it's how do you respond to that adversity? And I thought our guys, nobody blinked, and that's what we stress to these guys all the time. And ultimately, it's on them to make that stuff come to life, and I'm just really proud of their effort.
12 points by Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. It was a game-long, of course we remember that final play, but it was a game-long Herculean effort by your defense.
Yeah, it sure was. It felt like they were very disruptive. Certainly gave up a couple big plays that you never want to give up, but it seemed like we responded and made plays after we gave up big plays. So, and that's what it takes. And these guys get paid too, and you're going against one of the greatest of all time in Tom Brady, and they got great coaching staff over there, and ran some coverage beaters, and they hit some of the calls, and that's what happens. And but that's life of the National Football League. A lot of it is just how do you respond when some bad stuff does happen.
You lose a key defensive player, Jair Alexander, in the very, very early going. Keyshawn Nixon comes in and rises to the occasion, both on defense and on special teams.
Yeah, there's an old Navy SEAL saying, you don't rise to the level of your competition, you sink to the level of your preparation, and that says everything about Keyshawn Nixon, just what he does day in and day out, how he prepares, and, as to be expected. We expect that out of him, and he did a great job. Obviously made a big play on that punch out to force the fumble, and just really proud of his effort as well, because he does it not only on defense but on special teams as well.
Offensively speaking, it was kind of a tale of two halves, but that was the number one defense in the NFL you were going against.
Yeah, you can see why. That's a damn good unit. Unfortunately, we didn't do enough offensively in the second half. You talk about the first three drives, I thought, you couldn't have scripted them any better. And, the second half was a totally different story. I want to say we were 5 for 5 in third down in the first half, and then they just started manning us up, played two-man, and we got to scheme up some better stuff, obviously, because we just weren't out there executing to the best of our ability.
Big step for Romeo Doubs. I think he had his first touchdown catch, 8 catches, 73 yards. He came to play.
He sure did, and you can see his explosiveness, and we got to continue to find ways to get him involved. And it's not just him; it's all those guys. Alan Lazard made some key plays, especially late in the game, where we were able to take some time off the clock, which ended up being critical for us.
You got David Bakhtiari back. He went through the game. It seemingly was a situation with no problems. That's a key piece to the puzzle, isn't it?
It sure is. It sure is. And it was great to see him back out there competing at a high level. And our plan going into the game was to alternate series, which I know those guys might not be the most happy about, but we just felt like that was the best for our football team. Keep them both fresh, keep them both into the game, because you got to give it up to Yosh Nijman as well, because he does a hell of a job every game. I mean, he is consistent, he's reliable. He's really grown as a player, and we're lucky to have him.